Tina in Studio B, as well as Chris Calandra, and you have a special guest with you, Chris, don't you?
I did bring a very special guest. Lindy Brock, who works with me at Elliott Wealth Management, is going to join us on probably the second half of the show, and should be a good discussion.
Excellent. Well, let's just not mince words. CNN is fake news. They got it in for the guy, and instead of pussyfooting around, he gave it back to him. Am I not correct, Mr. Calandra?
I love the press. I want the press to be free and tough on our leaders. They're completely unfair. Their coverage is lousy. I don't think they have professional standards like they did generations ago. And for them to be taken to task, I'm all for it.
And we have a special guest in studio. Maybe you can tee that up, because I'm going to ask her the same question.
So, yes, you and Marty have met Lindy, who works very, very closely with me at Elliott Wealth Management. She's actually in our Florida office, but she's up for a client event that we're hosting tomorrow. And you were kind enough to invite her along with me onto the show. And this is her first radio experience. This is very exciting. So why don't you put her on the spot right away?
Lindy, what do you think of that little segment I played? And Chris, I know you have to probably say it's the greatest thing ever, but your boss's comment on that, do you agree or disagree with that?
You know, my first reaction was just that it just made me chuckle. To hear somebody go to the media like that, that's in that position, it's refreshing. It's been a long time coming, and I think it's way overdue.
Are you kidding me?
And past Republican politicians would just take, I'll say, the high road, and they would just let bygones be bygones. They would turn the other cheek.
The lame road.
And that has been unsuccessful because these media folks, not all of them, but many of them, too many of them, they've gotten bolder and bolder and don't even pretend to be unbiased and professional anymore. They're completely, if they're going to treat Donald Trump like he's the opposition and the enemy, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't return the favor and treat them the exact same way, and that's what he does.
I actually got one better for you. If I was his strategic advisor, which I should be because I'm so underutilized in life, I would boycott Lindy, CNN. What do you think of that? I would say, you could show up to my press conference, but no one in my staff, on my staff, and when you're in this press conference, you will not be asked a question. What do you think of that? They've been going. If you watch CNN, it's 24/7. Could it be that Donald Trump's grandfather was Jack the Ripper? I mean, it's becoming a caricature of itself. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't even know if it'd make a difference to him.
I think you're right.
I'm probably the only one here that did not see this whole thing happen.
Okay.
I've heard so much about it, and with the clip that you just played, that was why I was over here sort of chuckling.
Chris, were you amazed that they were applauding?
No, I don't think it's. I don't think it's surprising because there's been misbehavior in the press for a long time, and when you see misbehavior and then you see somebody crack down on it, you usually feel pretty good about it. And it's not just people that are watching or listening to that, but also people in the room. They know that some of these folks that are in that room are, I would describe as dirtbags. And I'm not saying that the CNN reporter, I don't know him from a hole in the wall, but even if you hear his behavior, like yelling out and this, that, the other thing, that's as disrespectful and as rude as Donald Trump is.
Because and they don't think of him as the real president caller, correct?
Yep.
Been together in a professional scenario.
Well, I know you joke about my youthfulness in studio, but I've been in this business for 25 years. It's the entirety of my career. I've only been a financial advisor. This is what I was built to do. And the fact that I now have 25 years of experience, although I'm still 46 and blessed to be in the prime of my working career, it's a good combination because we work really, really hard. We're open to new ideas. We're embracing technology. But 25 years of experience is something that's often helpful as you work with clients.